Hey guys, and welcome back to This Is the Police. So, as the vote went in the previous episode's comment section, we'll be playing this clean. Francis Kendrick announces retirement date. Construction of cinema museum postponed again. Legendary singer Gennaro Crespo comes to Freeberg. Time to go to work. When a police officer is too tired to be effective, he'll ask for a day off. Sometimes officers will request days off even when they're at full strength. Some of the reasons you'll hear are far-fetched, while some are very serious. Don't overindulge your subordinates, but don't antagonise them either. Remember that everyone's got secrets, and you've got to make sure these guys have your back. Birch didn't come into work today. Why? My dog died yesterday. I'm just terribly depressed. Can I go home? Yes, Roy, you're fucking useless anyway. I think I forgot to feed my fish back at the house. Can I have the day off? No, Stovall. What the fuck? In addition to the performance rating, police officers also possess a rank. Employees begin at the lowest rank and can be elevated in rank with 1, 2, or 3 stripes. Once a week, you can pass out stripes and improve the rank of any employee. If you think that no one's worthy of the honours some week, you can postpone the ceremony until later, as signatures won't go out until your people are ready. Employees of rank not only increase in professionalism, but also learn to command. Whenever a ranking officer is on the scene, his or her colleagues are more likely to perform better than usual. Sometimes when a cop gets rank, they start thinking more seriously about their service. This can mean less drinking and more time spent in the job. Some of them might even turn out to be dependable. I've only got 2. Did you actually give? Stovall, you were up there for a rank, but we are fuck about with the fish. Yeah, I don't think you deserve it. I haven't experienced a day with you guys yet, so I'm not quite sure. So, let's see how you work on the job. Let's go. Freeberg isn't one of those cities where you listen to what they say, or nothing at all. You can always select a song, any song from your collection, and play it any time, just like in real life. Well, the life of your grandfather. Can I get some Chopin? What else have you got? Something, 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 something. But this is actually Chopin. So I think we'll be playing some Chopin. Thank you very much. Yes, please. Let's learn how to hire and fire cops. Affairs. Go to the police station. Check out the labour market. You have a certain number of paid job openings for which you can hire any available applicant. Job slots are separated between officers and detectives. Sasha Strong, we can hire you for shift A or shift B. For 280 professionalism. Sounds good in my book. Want to free up a slot? Time to fire someone. I'm not firing Stovall. You can piss off. Roy, your dog dying. I'm not going to give you that. Birch, you just didn't turn up for work. You prick. If you have legal grounds for the termination, no one will ask any questions. You might need to fire them anyway. Legality be damned. But that could land you in additional proceedings. And your other staff will become more worried about keeping their jobs than they are about actually doing their jobs. Another way to free up a slot is to have a police officer killed. But that's not really a valid option. Right? Didn't come to work. Came to work drunk. He's too old. He's failed 3 assignments in a row. I mean, well, he didn't come to work. And he's too old. So it's plenty of reasons to get rid of the bitch. Blows. Blows. We got vandalism at St. John's Cathedral. We received a frightened call from the local cathedral. This morning the abbot discovered that someone entered the ceremony during the night. The old yard's tombstones are painted with satanic symbols, and some have been broken to pieces. Seems there are even marks from shovels, but the abbot would say no more. Right. Birch. You're gonna go out there. This is a milk run. You and Grant, do me well. Don't fuck up. It's not very far, so you've not got far to go. As long as one of you can drive at a decent fucking speed. Got vandalism at the Atticus Tower. Businessman Harley Jones, looking out of his window, saw two teenagers scratching offensive slogans on his new car. Well, I'm going to send Stovall. Stovall, you can deal with this yourself. You're a good man. Even if you did say that you forgot to feed your fish. You should never forget to feed your fish. How'd the vandalism go? The offender escaped, but the officers are unharmed. Good job, Grant and Birch. You're about as useless as a chocolate fucking teapot. That was me unplugging my Xbox controller because it keeps vibrating. Strange you can play this with a controller, but whatever.
1210 in progress.
A waitress named Mila reports that she just served a chicken Eddie and a Diet Coke to a dangerous criminal who she'd seen on television just this morning. The culprit is sitting in a window, at the window, eating a burger. Robbins, you and Samady, you're going to capture this dangerous criminal. And you're going to do it well. Stovall, you caught the offender and you were unharmed. Exactly what I would expect from you. You're in line for a badge, mate. You're in line for a badge. It's a badge? Stripe. A stripe. Yes. Sorry, I got it wrong. My bad.
1210 complete.
The waitress had mistaken retired officer Frank Nero for the fugitive in question. Yeah, waste of police time. Mr. Boyd, my bouncer stuffed himself with Mexican food again, and now he can't get off the can. Meantime, the line outside the club is stretching around the block. We need someone outside who can tell the cool guys from the punks. What? This isn't a job for police. I'm guessing that this isn't a... It's not a crime. What the hell? No, get your own bouncer. Ridiculous. The right mind to write you up. Wasting police time.
1111 in progress.
Drug sales. An anonymous call just came in. A clown carrying balloons at the skating rink is selling crack to teenagers. I'm sure you two clowns can catch a clown. Send a clown to catch a clown.
411 in progress.
A naked man carrying a canister of gasoline is threatened to set himself on fire unless his favourite chewing gum becomes popular again. Stovall, you look like you're good at dealing with the naked men. Get out there and get this sorted. I don't want any flambéed sausage on my streets.
We've got a situation here.
As police arrive, a clown is seen making balloon animals for the kids. Let's just carefully watch him.
1111.
You guys are the worst. Literally the worst. Stovall, caught the offender, and he's unharmed. Good to see, Stovall. Let's end the day. Yancey, you're feeling good, mate. Day 4, July 18th. Robespierre to reveal his identity when the time is right. Robespierre. Feminist organisation denied official registration. Enemies using feminists to destroy Freeberg.
Whenever I'm alone at home and there's a knock at the door, I always hope it'll be my wife, Laura. She's always forgetting her keys.
Hello, my name is Steve, and you're Jack Boyd, is that right?
To get to my front door, the Bible boys walked about a mile from the local bus stop. jumping over mud puddles and skirting a couple of landfills. Laura doesn't go in for religion either, but according to her, these brave lunatics with their fake smiles deserve at least a minute of attention. She patiently listens to them, asks them questions, regales them with pastries, and never once dropping a hint of condescension. When I watch her do it, I've got to admit it gets me. I'd have hugged those boys, sat with them on the porch, and lit up a cigar. But a month after Laura left, all I could do was quietly ask them not to bother me. Today I'm a little rougher still. Shut the door on his nose this time. Another couple weeks at this rate and I'll be greeting anyone who comes close with my service pistol pointed towards the sky, ready to fire my warning shots. In my life, even the basic stuff never goes like it's supposed to. Normally, when a wife is going to leave home, she'll make a scene or at least sit everyone down for a serious conversation. But Laura just disappeared. The children in the stories always stand on the side of the mother, but all three of our sons supported me. The in-laws always blame the husband for making their daughter unhappy. But now Sally, Laura's mother, well, we sort of have a pact. The fellow Laura ran off with is young enough to be her son. I hear he's 30 years old. Of all the possible information a man can know about his wife's lover, I get hit with that. Fortunately, Laura's mother doesn't like the way it sounds either. Sally figures this guy just thought he'd have some fun with a mature woman, but he'll be back chasing college girls before the year is out. So we have an agreement. Sally's gonna track down Laura and try to reason with her, and we'll arrange a meeting. Meanwhile, I'm supposed to not do anything stupid, which of course means anything at all. It's a crazy situation. I'm the police chief, and the person I'm trusting to find my wife is an old woman armed with a phone book. But I can't afford to lose Sally as an ally. So for the moment, I had to swallow my pride.
Hello.
Mrs. Markham, this is Boyd.
Oh, is there any news?
That's what I wanted to ask you. Have you found anything? An address, phone number? Have you spoken to her?
Don't worry, Jack. I've narrowed the range to 2 suspects, or whatever you like to say at your police building.
At my police building, we find people faster than a funny old woman chirping on the phone with my wife's girlfriends.
Oh, you're an old man, Jack. Come to your senses. They'd give us straight odds on the street. But I've got more energy, Jack. Maybe you think I'm a foolish old woman, but I go to my book club, argue with the girls about Byron, and it gives me energy. I talk to my dogs, and it gives me energy. And you have nothing, Jack. You don't even have a hobby. You got no passion. It's why Laura left you.
Let's not go back into that, Sally. Find my wife, and we can discuss my hobbies later. I'm waiting for your call, and my patience is running thin. Laura, if you've stopped loving me, I'll let you go. I can't expect the impossible from you. Just don't let me die out here, okay?
My kid's been causing trouble again. They've called me to his school. You give me some time to deal with this? Yeah, of course. I don't feel like I need to say, but come in tomorrow. It's going to be something that he's going to understand. Yancy, you were going to get a badge today as well, but can't give a man a badge who ain't here. Price? Probably for the chop, to be honest with you. I'm sorry, my dear, but you're sadly a bit too old. Coachy, you're my go-to. Here. You deserve this. Purdy? Purdy. I don't think so. I think you'll find we're listening to some more Chopin.
In progress.
From City Hall, a racist gang has recently made some trouble in the city. They're capturing black townspeople and beating them to death. They recently sent a message to a local radio station promised to kill all the black doctors, firemen and police. We don't need any more dead police, especially not mere months before the election. The racists are gaining more and more followers, and even some of our citizens support them. You'll have to fire all your black employees over the next 2 days due to mounting racial tensions. How about no? Someone commits a serious crime and flees the scene. The case goes to your detectives. They investigate the crime scene, interview witnesses, and gather whatever information seems pertinent. One of your detectives will be the lead investigator on the case. You can assign additional detectives to any case who will work under the lead investigator's subordinates. The more professional the lead investigator, the more effective the team. Mole, you can lead. Take the burrito with you. Black activist Ronnie Moore was found shot outside his home. We need to find out who these guys are and take them down. Actually, I tell you what, Armstrong, you're going with them because it will touch home. And therefore you're more likely to work on it harder. Let's go to the police station. Roy. Roy. Jeffrey, I'm going to hire you for shift A. And Roy. I'm afraid you're going to have to go. You're just too old now, man. You're just too old. Fire all black ops. That ain't happening. There's no way that's happening. Destruction of property at the City Hall parking lot. Remember the city's cleaning crew saw an elderly man approaching some expensive cars in the parking lot carrying a long iron rod. The whole street could hear him shouting, "Bastard, thieves, bloodsuckers." Coachy, I want you to go out with Price. Get her some on-field training. She's unfortunately letting me down a lot. So I'm sending her out with the best. I think she's getting lost though. I think one of these are getting lost. But a carjacking in the suburbs. A gas station surveillance camera recorded a car that's on the stolen vehicles list. I want to send Purdy in Austin. Actually, I'm going to send Sabaki in Austin. Purdy, you're my go-to for the next crime that comes up. You'll be going by yourself, but I trust you. The homicide investigation started. Detectives have interviewed witnesses, collected evidence from the scene, and are pursuing the investigation. Expect results. Mr. Graham, a drunk witness. They drove by in a sedan, and they shot like a machine gun. I didn't see much. Mr. Clayton, the neighbour. I only heard a few muffled shots. Mr. Carr, the neighbour. He got what he deserved. He's been causing trouble for a long time, and recently there's been a lot of cursing and carrying on. Ms. Cobb, a witness. I don't remember the car, and the neighbourhood was quiet. I never heard any shots. Mr. Carpenter. The police these days don't do nothing. Almost died myself. Went to buy some medicine, was nearly hit by some idiot's car. His window was broken before the event? Interesting.
12.
Offender caught. Officers unharmed. Good job, Coachy. I'm proud of you, Price. You didn't fuck this one up. Price.
12.
I'm going to reassign you. You're going to be going with Purdy. Suspicious individual. Corey Ramsey, mother of several children, has expressed her concerns about a suspicious man wearing bifocals, seated on a bench beside a playground. He's been watching the children for over an hour and has taken several photographs of them. Purdy, I'd like you to go ahead.
We've got a situation.
The driver is nowhere to be seen. That's the carjacking. I want to wait at a safe distance for the driver to reappear. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Offender caught, officers unharmed. Civilian killed? How did this happen? It's not something you ever want to see in your docket. It's ridiculous.
1210 complete.
Offender caught, officer unharmed. Good job, Purdy. Knew I could trust you. Mr. Boyd, I'm opening Freeberg's first martial arts club. For my first exhibition, I want to hold a sparring match where one of my students takes on your toughest cop. After the fight, I'll teach your man a few tricks, something that'll help him out on the streets. It's not police officers' work, I'm afraid. Maybe off duty, but right now we're trying to solve crimes. Might be beneficial and I thank you for your offer, but we've got work to do. How's the homicide going? The detectives present frames, different versions of what might have happened at the crime scene. Let's open the investigation. They get it wrong half the time, but a good cop can separate fact from fiction if they know how to look at case materials. The more professional detectives working on an investigation, the better their instincts. To get to your suspects, you'll need to figure out the true sequence of events at the crime scene, using the frames you think likely, someone with a little guesswork thrown in. Don't know what that noise was. If you add it all up, but the sequence fails, you're probably telling the wrong story. That was some idiot almost hitting them with the car. Only heard a few muffled shots. He got what he deserved, he's been causing trouble. Don't remember the car, the neighbourhood was quiet. Almost died myself, went to buy some medicine, was nearly hit by some idiot's car. So I'm gonna go with that one. And the pew pew. When an investigation pans out, you'll have yourself a suspect. Sometimes there's more than one, but in this case your detectives have narrowed it down to a single candidate. Travis Horton, a known racist, already has several previous convictions. Good job, guys. I'm proud of you. Your detectives have information on the whereabouts of a suspect. Sometimes there might be a number of locations to choose from. To carry out the arrest, 2 officers must escort a lead investigator to apprehend a suspect. If the lead investigator is not on duty, the arrest will have to wait. Remember that fugitives won't sit patiently until your schedule clears. Also remember that criminals will react in different ways. A frightened thief is likely to surrender as soon as the game's up. A brutal killer might want to see just how many he can take with him. With more dangerous criminals, it's safer to send experienced officers and even a SWAT team if you see fit. I will be sending Kochi and Tsubaki. Purdy, I'm going to need you to go out with Price if something else comes up, but we need some heavy hitters on this one.
311A in progress.
Kevin's throat bar. A bartender reports that a couple dancers started fighting over tips and a cat fight broke out right on stage. Purdy, you're taking Price. Make sure she's okay. Know what she's like. We have already sent people to do this exact same thing. Okay, Austin, you're the only one that can go, unfortunately. And that's us. Still waiting until the reports come in.
We have a situation here.
On the stage, 2 strippers are going at it, and it's gone beyond arguing to a full cat fight. The bouncer's fast asleep, clearly too wasted to handle the situation. The drunken patrons are happily watching the fight. Shut off the music, turn up the lights. The strippers continue fighting, oblivious to the police presence. Watch them go at it. Bucket of cold water.
311A complete.
Blurg. Bucket of cold water clearly wasn't the right answer. Offender caught. No one harmed. Beautiful. You were able to arrest all suspects. Nice.
311A complete.
Offenders escaped again. Not great. Not great at all. Well, let's end the day. Unfortunately, that's all we've got time for in this episode, so, as always, thanks for watching. I've been CG, you've been awesome. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.